We're midway through the season, friends, and here we are with the Ov City Axemen taking on Bulldozer Power, and we're at home. Big changes in the lineup this week. Julie Hardware's in, because Steve Murray's a little bit dinged up at the moment, and we've got Dawn Treader in at first base as well, because Capsicum Disco is currently wounded. Well, I mean, pitching for us is Des Eyeliner, so we've got every chance in the world to do well here. But I'm not feeling good about this lineup. We've come to rely on Steve Murray, and therefore, I don't know what we're going to get, because Julie Hardware, he's not a consolation prize, not even remotely for Big Steve. But we'll see how we go. Zoltan. That's out number one. Good catch. Here's Maggie Hipster next up to bat. Okay. All right. Okay. Des, let's go to work. Yeah. Des Eyeliner, of course, one of the best pitchers in the league. Certainly the best pitcher on this team. Oh, that was beautiful. Well, I mean, anything could happen. He has been lit up in the past. And therefore we should not have expectations. I do have expectations. Cindy, wrong button. Okay, all right. Well, Failures had to field that one, and that's given up a base hit. The Axemen have come into this game with a losing record at the moment. I think they're on, I don't know, like 9-12 or something along those lines. I can't remember. They're not winning anyway. We, on the other hand, are winning. We're doing splendidly right now, and hopefully that will change. We're looking good for a top of the division spot. No, not that one. No. Okay, they're getting us there on a regular basis. I pressed the right button that time. Here's Brisket Wayfarer, who is another big hitter. This is a team with seemingly with riches in their batting lineup. That one's gone to the wrong side of the foul line. Yeah, we can't let this guy hit a home run. Just saying, not with two runners on. There you go. You suckered him into fouling a couple there. And then let's fork one it. If he swings. Bernie! No. Oh dear. Oh, crikey. Flipping. How do they pull that off? Inside the diamond, managing to get a base hit. Remarkable. Okay, base is now loaded. One out. This is Charlie Ostrich. Whew, come on, Des. Come on, Des. I believe in you. Jemima Hurts. Throws second. Missed it. Throws first. Missed that as well. Oh, what a shambles.
The shortstop, number 15.
This was supposed to be more straightforward. But no, I'll tell you something for nothing. This is a hitting team. Here's Pete Blackfox. All right. Come on, Des. One good set of plays here would be super. Jemima Hurts, second. First. Thank you. Right, okay. Whoa, that was close. That was very close. That was very close. All right, one run given up. All right, okay. All right. Okay. Here is Cindy Vapid. Her mood is in the neutral zone. And the Romulans are giving her a look. Pitching is Cole Warehouse. And how is he? He's not good, actually. His junk pitches suck. Right, to which end? If it looks like it's going off target, it's going off target. Cindy, you didn't need to swing at that one. Anyway, that's the full counts. That one was high, but I swung at it anyway and got myself out. It was right on the border. I couldn't tell whether it was going to be high or not. Anyway, Cindy's gone. Yeah. Okay, all right. That's all right. Calm down. You don't need to do it all in one inning. I mean, it's the top of the order. Thank you, Jemima. That's exactly what we wanted. Right, that evens things up. Yep, Jemima Hurts there. Smacking one over the centre field fence. 445 of your feet, which is about 2.5 kilos. Smashing. That's her 6th of the season. Batting third, we've moved Failure up in the lineup. And you're kind of going, oh, really? Failure, not Zoltan. And you kind of go, yes, I've got a reason for that. And it's, oh, gosh. Because typically, Failure's more likely to land a base hit, whereas Zoltan is more likely to smack it over the fence. And therefore, I thought having an extra runner just before your biggest hitter comes out is the smart thing to do. That's not a bad hit from Zoltan. He's going to find himself with a double from his first at bat. Thank you very much, Zoltan. But we've got 2 outs, and therefore we should assume little to nothing from here on in, especially since it's Julius Hardware. He's got 2 home runs this year. Not for me, he hasn't. No, he's obviously only played when in the off weeks where I'm not in charge. Yeah, obviously that's the case. Right, okay. All right, we need to be soaking up a few more pitches here, I think. Julius Hardware. He's got some power under it. He's got some height. He hasn't got the distance. And at the end of the first inning, it is 1-1. Can't complain about that. Here's Chunk Flunkerson. And if ever there were a name befitting the expression, I think we found it. Yep. Okay, whatever. All right. Des, it'd be nice if you were to find a way whereby a strikeout could emerge. That would be the kind of thing that would really make us happy about now. Oh, no, that was dreadful. Yeah. Well, I mean, Julie didn't let it go, so, you know, that's something, I suppose. That's, yeah, there we go. That's it. Yeah. Yep, you swung at a duff pitch, son. Here's the catcher, Buck Dungeons. He's only batting a 186 this season, which is probably why they've got him at the tail end of the order. But, you know, anything can happen no matter where you are in the order. So, you know, once again, try and avoid complacent sounding commentary, and you'll be all the happier for it. If you say so. I do say so. All right. Des there really testing them with this steeply inside pitching before putting something completely horrible in there. Come on, Des. Come on, Des. Come on, Des. That's adequate. Burning Mistakes can't get to it. That'll be a base hit. It's nice to have Veronica Hammock out there in left field because she has got a bit of a rocket for an arm. Here's the pitcher. It's Carl Warehouse. Desmond, keep it simple. No need to be too clever with this idiot. He's going to try and bunt by the looks of it. Okay, well, let's make it something that is going to, if he bunts, he'll feel like an idiot. Well, I mean, obviously, you've got to stay in the strike zone at least once or twice. He's showing bunt and then pulling away at the last second. Yeah, there it is. Well, one of you. Right, we'll have the easy one, thank you. You've advanced to base. Oh, you're so clever. Here's Hugo Blowfish, brown for the top of the order again. And, well, if we can get... That was a heck of a pitch there, Desmond. 100 miles an hour right into the bottom corner. Okay, yeah. I do like pitching them in shallow. I know. That's just how I roll. Oh dear. Oh, you have ruined it for everyone. Right, all out. Here comes Veronica Hammock. Only batting 292, which is not a non-respectable batting average, but not really in this league. No, not really on my team either. You tend to want a little bit higher than that if you're playing for me. Anyway, she's going to stand here for a moment. You call that a strike? I don't. There you go, ball 3. Veronica is holding her ground. Gets the walk. Eyeballs the pitcher on her way out to first. Here's Gretchen Dawn Treader. We've not seen her in action in a little while, but we are... she's every bit as good as Capsicum Disco when it comes to actually holding down the plate. But the base, I should say. At the plate, she's not particularly anything special. Yeah, no, I'm building your confidence up. There you go. Strike 2, ball 1. And threads the needle. Manages to get a base hit, and that's what we like. Flunkerson there, completely failing to make the stop. Here's Bernadette Mistakes. A little under the weather, but I lack a replacement third baseman, which is a bit of a concern, and something that I will probably want to address come the off-season. I mean, I've got replacement infielders, but it's not quite the same thing. In no universe was that a strike. That's ball 3, only strike 1. All right, we'll hang on to this. There's strike 2. Go on, Bernie. I guess you have to swing at that. That's okay. No, you foul one off. It's okay. And there's the walk. Bases are now loaded. Well, it's Des Eyeliner, everybody. He's batting 368. Des, I think we're going to have to go for... we've only got one out. We've got no outs. Des, swing away. Right, come on, Des. Alright, if he strikes out, it's not the end of the world, but if he gets a base hit here, it'll be lovely. That's not bad. That is not bad at all, and that will do. I probably could have got 2 runs there, but I didn't get greedy because I know that the top of the order's coming up, and Cindy is in the mood to bounce back from an unremarkable game, which is what she had last time. Remarkable player with an unremarkable game. Bases loaded, no outs, and that's trouble. That's going to be a double out, but we will get a run. I will take it. Moreover, we have a runner on third, so a simple base hit here from Jemima, and we've done good works. Yeah, well, I mean, you're predicting the future. I'm genuinely not. I'm just saying what could happen if this happens, but I think we're possibly going to get a walk here. That's strike 2. Wait for it. Good hit. Is it enough? No, sir. Okay, well, Jemima's out, team's out, but 2 more runs batted in. Bulldozer Power take the lead now, and at the end of 2 innings, it's 3-1 in favour of BDP. Maggie Hipster up, and she got a base hit off us last time round. Des is going to have to, bring the good stuff. Des, open your packet of good stuff and start sprinkling it gently over the field, if you would be so kind. Ooh, crumbs. Zoltan. Yes, bruv. Fair, you have to get up early in the morning for Zoltan to be outpaced. Sometimes he doesn't know where the ball's going, but he doesn't get outpaced very often. Here's Mina Failure. She's... Gretchen? Couldn't quite reach it. All the right instincts, all the wrong results. Failure will whip that over the second. And it arrives eventually. So it's a double there. These things happen. Here's Brisket Wayfarer. He's going to try and build on the success from his first at bat, which was a single. Oh, nice pitch. Jemima, how's that? Yeah, you better get back. Yeah, it's Charlie Ostrich. 0 for 1. He's got a run batted in. But with 2 outs, runner on second. All right, okay. Nope. Okay, good. Come on, Des. That's good too. Right, now you just want something to fool this guy into swinging at thin air. That'd do it. No, he was not fooled, nor did he swing at thin air. Something over there. Ah, that's nice. Pop that one skyward. Jemima looks to have it. And does. Goodbye, Axe People. Right, next up to bat, you've got Ulysses Failure. He wasn't successful with his first attempt, but he's been on a improvement streak lately. I don't mean he's been doing that in his spare time. No, he's just been playing a little bit better than he had been playing previously, but not as well as he had done in really early seasons. But that is a nice hit, and Failure lands a home run. Well, okay, I mean, a run's a run, and that is one. And the big lad there, claiming it, pointing to the sky. Here's Zoltan. Zoltan from the island of, I don't know, Zoltania. Really? Is that the best you could do on short notice? Yes. Cole Warehouse is starting to show the signs of a lack of confidence. I'm not surprised. We have been rather lighting him up a little so far, and Zoltan gets a walk. You can look sad all day, son. And he's done. Yeah, they've done with him. They're bringing in Drew Action Clump to take his place, who's respectable. Yeah, accurate, not especially rapid of a pitcher, but he's got a decent catalogue of junk pitches at his disposal. Julie swings at nothing. Get back, Failure. There you go. That's it. It's not Failure. No, is it? I don't know. There's someone on first. Any idea who it is? Failure hit it over the fence. Well, who the heck's on first then? Zoltan, he got a walk. Oh, yeah, of course. All right, strike one. Come on, Veronica. Nice ball one. We're not in any rush here. Obviously, we'd like to tire out these pitches as quickly as we can. Wait for it. That's ball three. Only one strike so far. Yeah, I know that was the one. That was definitely the one. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that's it. There you go. You foul them off there, Veronica. Yeah. Yeah, let's take some pictures off this guy. It doesn't matter that you're out. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. You'd have been run out to first anyway. Your hitting's been appalling this season. That'll give us Gretchen Dawn Treader with 2 outs. She goes for it straight away, which completely undermines all of the good works that Veronica had previously done. Great. Right, well, another run for BDP, and we're now up 4-1. And here's Pete Black Fox to try and get the balance shifting into a different direction. Jemima has got that one. Okay, here's Flunkerson. He's feeling tense. That's probably the pressure build-up from that hair that is flowing majestically out of the helmet that he's sporting. No, ball two. Come on, Des. Let's get it on target. Let's give him some easy stuff. There you go. That's it. I mean, it's not about giving them some easy stuff. It's more about just, don't get these pitches off the mark. That was a nice pitch. And one more. Sticking about over there. Yeah. Oh, come on. I've suckered people on that one before. All right. That's close. Yeah, he's fouled it. All right. Just stick to the fastballs. We don't want to walk anyone. Okay, stick to the fastballs, he says. That one is flipping gone. Nuts. Yeah. Oh, dear. We gave it up to Flunkerson. And that's not what you want to see. Here's Buck Dungeons, who's going to try and replicate that which we just saw, and Des won't be pleased with that. I mean, that said, if they're looking at Des's expression, he seems to be pleased by quite a lot of things. Just kind of go, hello, I'm Des Eyeliner. I'm rather happy with my lot in life. I pitch quite well. I get a few strikeouts here and there. It's all rather super. Thanks very much. Buy my book. Right, straight down the middle. Yeah, that's some demon play there. Everybody's coming in for this one. Cindy goes up and eyeballs Failure there, but Failure does have it. Action Clump now is at bat. Obviously, he's a pitcher, and he's putting a face that says, "Yeah, man, I'm going to tattoo this one." Are you though? Are you though, Drew? I don't think you are. Well, he tattooed that one, but he tattooed it with a misspelling of mother. Way! Yeah, go on. Back to art school for you, sunshine. All right, well, they got a run, and that wasn't ideal. Here's Bernadette Mistakes with a walk. First time round. It would be nice to get her a base hit to improve her mood. But, as long as we keep scoring runs when we need to score runs, that's the main thing. Yeah. All right, strike one. Yeah, come on, let's go. You pillock. Right, all right, okay, yeah, that one was a ball, I swung at it. Yeah, I know, that one's on me. Here's Des. He's coming off a single from his first at bat, which is a delight for the pitcher. That one, though, is not going to be a single, or a delight for anybody. That's out. And we're out to Cindy, whose confidence is waning. Oh, no. Come on, Cindy, you can do this. You've been in the nobody likes it position for so long in your career now. Oh, crikey. That was quite some fade on the pace of that last pitch. That's the stuff. There you go. A Cindy Vapid base hit. That's what you want. We'll take those all day long. Here's Jemima Hertz. Didn't do so well with the last at bat, but on her first one, she's struck it out of the park. You were there. It was only a couple of minutes ago. Maybe. No, I'm not going anywhere. No, this is not a Cindy Vapid stealing moment.
Nope, that's inside.
Or is it? Might be. There goes Cindy. And she's in. Ball two, strike one. Cindy on second.
Nope,
Right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, okay. I don't hit it over there very often, but I did anyway, and that was everybody out. And at the end of 4 innings, it's 4-2 in favour of BDP. A less impressive inning, that one. That's okay. There will be impressive innings again in our future. I know it. You anticipated the first ball, fast ball. Okay, you know, it's a standard opener. We like to keep you guessing with that stuff. Oh, Des nutmegged by the pitch. Fortunately, he wasn't, nutted by the pitch. That would have been worse. Yeah. And I readily accept that word has 2 different meanings depending on which side of the Atlantic that you're on. I'm using the British version. Oh, flipping heck. Come on, Veronica. The whole reason you're playing is because you're quite capable at fielding. Well, runners now second and third. And nobody out. Alright, we need some defence. Rah, rah. And it's Mina Failure, who is actually a pretty respectable player. And I don't mean that just in the means of how she spends her spare time. No, she's actually quite good. That one was well outside. Alright, something a bit sinky. That's great. Ugh. Don't you hate it when you throw a good pitch and all they can do is foul it off? That's not bad either. Jemima couldn't be bothered. Jemima Hurts couldn't be bothered and gives up 2 runs.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 36.
Top play there. Top play. The toppest play. Oh, good gracious me. All right, okay. Look, don't be disheartened. I am disheartened. I'm annoyed. Yeah. I thought I'd get to it. I thought all she had to do was lean over and she'd have had that. I know. Hardware to second. Doesn't get there on time. Oh well. What do you mean, oh well? You've got no outs. You've given up runs galore. And it's just is not acceptable. Runner on second now. Still no outs. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it is Brisket Wayfarer who is currently manning the plate. He's plate manning. That's what he's doing. There you go. He's out. Right. Good. Thank you, Des. Right. Strikeout from Des there. Very good. It's Charlie Ostrich. He's got a run batted in, but no hits so far today. He's anticipated that. That's dangerous, but not good enough. Okay. All right. Okay. Come on, Des. Stay on it, son. Stay on it. All right. Yeah, okay. Des has done 75 pitches so far today, so he's going to start getting a little tired. Just take the easy outs. Thank you. All right. Here we are. That's it. Okay, 2 outs now. Here's Pete Blackfox. And after a wobble, Bulldozer Power look as though they might have themselves back in hand, but you can't make that kind of guarantee. You wouldn't want to put money on the fact that we had it in hand or not. Dawn Treader fluffs it. Get him out. Thank you. Right. Fortunately, Des was there to cover. We gave up 2 runs. It felt like more. But even giving up 2 runs is not good. We've given up 3 without answer in the last 2 innings so far, but we're about to offer an answer, potentially, and here's Ulysses' failure. That's ball number 1. Yeah. No. And he's gone. Here's Zoltan. Double and a walk for the big lads today. Alright. Okay. Come on, Zoltan. Show me something good. Show me something great, and I don't want to see your impression of an elephant again. Oh, no. That's gone straight to Flunkerson, and Zoltan's gone. 2 outs, and we rely on Julius Flaming Hardware to try and do something. A smug-looking prat. Okay. Just stand there, Hardware. Just stand there. That's not a strike. Not in this country. Nope. That's some very good pitching. Right, 2-2 is the count. Oh, Hardware pops up. Oh well, at least the pain was short-lived. And at the end of 5, it's all square. We're back to evens. 4-4 is the score. Flunkerson next up to bat. He'll be feeling full of himself. He's not. He's still feeling tense, despite having hit us for a home run on his last at bat. Where are we? 6th inning. I don't really want to substitute Des just yet. I'd like to get him through to 7th, if at all possible. That would be nice, but it means that you're going to have to be quite efficient with the pitches because he's getting a bit tired. And that means that he's going to give up runs. He's just given up a base hit to flipping Flunkerson. Yeah, I'm just saying. I know you're using your just saying voice. Right, who's this? This is Buck Dungeons, who has been, well, nothing good so far today. But, but you know, Des is fading, and our defence is erratic, so who knows? Bernie? No. Okay, well, that's another base hit then, isn't it? Right, here's the pitcher. They're taking the pitcher out. Okay, this might actually work in our favour. They're bringing in Miles Intense, who is their reserve catcher, to try and capitalise on 2 on base and no out. I mean, that's arguably a pretty smart play. Strike 2. All right, Des, come on, humiliate this guy. There we go. Yep, I know. It looked off target to me as well, but I'll take it. If the ump is going to call that, then frankly, I will take it. We're around to Blowfish again. He has been suffering the curse of the first at bat, and hasn't done so well so far today. But we all know, we've all been here. This is not our first rodeo, and there are no balls other than the bulldozers in the ground. Des is really starting to fade. Des, you get this guy, I might take you off. Alright, come on. Come on, Des. 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 Would you mind not fouling off every flaming pitch I chuck at you? There you go. Eyeliner. Now, if that's done his confidence a big ups, then no. Who are we playing? Hipster. Come on, Des. Finish out the inning. You can do it, son. Come on, Des. Just don't give up a homeboy, and then we'll be solid. That's good. That's good. Come on, Des. Finish strong. Finish strong, Des. Des, finish strong. Des, finish strong. Come on, Des. Come on, Des. Come on, Des. Come on, Des. Good pitch. Oh, crikey. Okay, about here. Yeah. That's a good pitch too. That's gone as far as Cindy, who will whip it at first, and that will do. Des there, managing to cling on and not lose us any more runs. Turk Ramjet's now coming in a pitch. And he's a starting pitcher. Oh dear, he's not going to be very confident. He's not a very good pitcher to begin with. But he's only facing Veronica Hammock, so I imagine he'll be alright. Yeah. I mean, look, none of his numbers are completely awful, but none of his numbers are good. So we'll just ride this pony and see where it takes us. A reasonable amount of whap on the hit there from Veronica, but it didn't go anywhere good, and she's out. Here's Gretchen Dawn Treader. Okay. All right. Well, okay. No, so far Turk is throwing naught but rubbish. And Gretchen gets one away and will find her way to first base. And that's the kind of stuff that we need. Here's Bernadette Mistakes. She's also in need of a little bit of success to rebuild what fragile confidence she may have had beforehand.
Nope, that's outside.
Well, I mean, she's surprised us in the past with some very nice home runs. Only a couple, but they've always been very nice. She gets a base hit now, which is good. Here comes Des. He's got a single and a run batted in. Des, I'm taking you out. We'll bring in it gives someone else a go. All right, look, you've got crampons. Oh, it's just so chancy. You've got Nancy Sue. She might be good for a base hit. Might be. Lynn Mephisto. I think you're going to chance it. I think it's got to be Crampo. All right, okay. Bernard, now is your time to shine, son. We got 2 runners on, and if you tattoo this one, then all of a sudden we'll have a magnificent lead. Well, he didn't really put much on that one, and it went foul anyway. Yeah. There's ball 2. Ramjet is tense, and his accuracy has dropped to nothing. Here we go again. Crampon staggers out to first base, and that's super. Bases are now loaded. We've got one out. Here's Cindy Vapid. As long as we avoid a double play, then BDP are far-seeing. Yeah. Well, I don't know. No, I just don't know. Right, strike 2, ball 2. Cindy, not in a rush. That one was a bit low, Sind. Oh, he's... Alright, okay, well, they got the runner that was going to home, but it's only one out. Here's Jemima Hertz. This is the kind of player you want in this situation, but she does still have to execute on what we want her to actually do. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter what player you've got in the situation. It doesn't matter, and that's a base hit, and that'll be lovely. Thank you very much. That's a run. It's only one run, but a run is a run. It's a run, is what it is. And here's Ulysses Failure, who is the kind of player you want in these situations if he were to live up to the prestige that he carries with him. All these balls are drifting a little bit over to the left. This is not doing it. This is... I'm a bit confused. Failure's out and bases loaded, wasted. Oh well, right. The conservative is being suggested. Yeah, Disneyland. Oh, someone said that it showed their stamina up the top. There you go. Stamina's up the top. Look, I'm pointing at the screen. Look, you see where the picture of Jeff is? Yep. Now look upwards a little bit further. And it shows what pictures he's got. And then right at the top is his stamina bar. Okay. All right, so who's good? Well, Flight Risk is hopeless. Yeah. Tulip's good to go. Yes. Jeff's good to go as well. All right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is not just me leaning on Jeff Conservative because he's my favourite reliever. It's more a case of he's actually the best man for the job at the moment. But he still has to get this done. It's Mina Failure, who has had a busy old day and not been treating us kindly. And that's okay. Right, okay. See, look, we haven't had a change-up all afternoon. Let's see if she's stupid enough to fall for it. No, I think you're going to need to be a little closer to the target zone for that to work. Would you mind not deconservating Mr. Conservate? Thank you. Stop fouling these off. You've had 6 pitches. How many more do you want? There you go. Now, clear off. Good. All right. Yeah. Here's Brisket Wayfarer. Okay, Brisket. He's on a 1 and 3 day so far. A bit of charity work there from Jeff, who offered him something dead easy to hit, and he didn't hit it very well. Strike 2, and that was an absolute beauty. That was a thing of wonder and specula. What? What's specula when it's at home? It's accompanies wonder quite regularly. That's out number 2. Gretchen for once making a play. Well, not really making a play, just picking the ball up off the floor. I mean, you're not looking at, Hall of Fame type material or even highlight material there. It's just, that's the thing that happened. That's Charlie Ostrich, who's had a stinker so far today. Come on, one of these guys has got a whiff at a change-up. One of them. Not that one. No. Okay, all right, that's all right. It's okay. That one's only going to get as far as Cindy, who will huss it over the first, and that's that dealt with. Yeah. All right, come on. Zoltan time. He's had a double and a walk. It feels like he should have had more than that, but evidently we've not... Oh, oi, you. Oh, yeah, he's got no accuracy. Oh, yeah, of course. All right. Yeah, strike 1, ball 2. Zoltan looking nervous because he doesn't know if the next one is going to go at his kneecap. Strike 2, ball 3. And that one went at his kneecap, but he hustled backwards, and that's Zoltan's second walk of the afternoon. Here's Hardware. He hasn't really done anything good for us so far. I'd say that like I was surprised, but I'm not. Right, come on, Julius. This guy's playing so badly that, I mean, just make some magic happen, would you? And try not to get Zoltan out in the process. Well, that's ball 3, only strike 1. Julius is going to wait this pitch out. All right, there's strike 2. Where's the last one going? High. Julie gets a walk. Good. That's the most positive thing he's done all day. Here's Veronica Hammock. 0 for 2 and a walk from her at-bats. All right, Veronica. Yep. If this dude walks someone else, they're going to sub him. And he's 40 odd pitches in already, so he's not going to go to the end of the game. We can tell you that for nothing. And what's it going to be? Low. That's what it's going to be. All right. What's this one going to be? That's another walk. That was an edge case. That one. But so far, we've loaded the bases up, having not had to swing the bat at all. Is Gretchen, and he's gone. And they're bringing in Mike Heimlich, who is, on a good day, a bad pitcher. Not as bad as Turk Ramjet, but he's a bad pitcher on a good day. And he's what? A good pitcher on a bad... What are you talking about? Oh, well, you know, it's just details. That's the ticket. Is it the ticket, though? Is it the ticket, though? Is it the ticket? It's not the ticket. So close to being the ticket. Here's Bernadette Mistakes. 1 out now. Bases are loaded. Right. Come on. Heimlich's accuracy isn't particularly good either. Bernadette there gets one away. You can't keep giving away all these outs when you've got the bases loaded. Bernadette with nothing on it gives up the double play, and at the end of 7 it's 5 to 4 in favour of BDP, which means this game is far closer than it has any right to be. I should be way more runsy. Failure. It kind of slid over the top of that one. It was worth the effort. He wouldn't have, if he'd made the catch, it would have been great. But whatever. Anyway, here's Flunkerson, who has made a name for himself this afternoon. Yeah, well done, Flunky. Yeah, good. Let's see if I can strike you out. Hardware to second. No. Oh, I know. It's like stealing from a place that invites stealing. Is it? Yeah. I mean, not to me. I mean, Hardware hasn't got that much whip in his arm anyway. But even so, you know, just it's so rare that you catch someone who's trying to steal second. So rare. I get caught often enough. Yeah, I know. Bernie. Sweet. Good catch from Bernadette Mistakes there. And Assas out number 1 as Buck Dungeons with 2 of 3 from his at-bats today. We'll be coming in to try and continue the progress that the team aren't really making so much recently. Don't be like that. If he homers this, then they take the lead. Fair play. Yeah, good point. Well made. Failure throws to home. Hardware can't catch it, but he somehow recovers it afterwards. Thanks, Julie. Heimlich, are they subbing him? Yes, they are. They're bringing in Len Styrofoam as they have runners at the corners, only 1 out. Well, I mean, it's the right tactical play. They do need to try and bring this back. We are, after all, in the 8th inning. The number of opportunities are waning. Oh, what are you... Oh! Ah! Completely fooled! Oh, what a good play! Oh! Ah! If I'd have thrown to home, I probably would have had him. Probably would have had him. Yeah, he got it in on a squeeze. Just... Oh, yeah. Damn! Yeah. Just for... Because you don't see it. You don't see it very often. In fact, I think in all of my myriad seasons playing this caper, that's the first time I've seen them try the bunt to squeeze home. It worked. Oh, flipping heck. Yeah. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Oh dear. Yeah. We've been a misfiring jalopy all afternoon, and I mean, somehow we're still in the game, but only because their pitchers have been laughable. And they're the ones not laughing. Jemima, thank you. Right. Okay. All right. Right, they're bringing in Joe Gandy to pitch next. He's a good pitcher. Why haven't they used him before? Well, his stamina's not top tinkle. he might not be top tinkle, but he's still a good pitcher. Jeff, swing away, mate. You're 500 for the season. More through luck than judgment, I imagine. But if you strike out, there's no harm done, and I need you to keep pitching. So, you know, do your thing. Yeah. Don't be that smug. He's only a pitcher. Right there. Strike out there from Jeff Conservative. That last one was sinking a smidge, and it caught him off guard. Cindy Vapid round at the top of the order. The Cindy Vapid base hit would be fine. No, you don't. Not today. That's a Cindy Vapid pop fly into... Well, it's not really a pop fly. That's a fly ball to the outfield. All right, okay. Here's Jemima Hertz, 2 of 4. She's been leading the way for us today, but not in a way that you would describe as compelling. And if she dings this over the fence, then we'll call it compelling. All right, that's ball 3. 3 balls in a row. You did not need to swing at that. Dearie me. Okay, at the end of the 8th, it's all square again. We head into the 9th, and this is going to get brutal, I imagine. Here's Mina Failure. Yeah, she's good. Yeah, and she's demonstrated that. She's going to be... her ex-husband is looking for it, and has it. Oh, that's got a smart. Brisket Wayfarer. Yeah. Right. Come on, Jeffers. Right, come on, Gretchen. Come on. And Gretchen has it in the foul zone. Ooh. How does it feel to be you? Bad, I reckon. Here's Charlie Ostrich, the first baseman. He's 0 for 4. That doesn't mean, however, he's incapable of scoring. Does not mean that. It doesn't. No. Yeah. There you go. A Jeff Conservative strikeout, and they did no damage here in the 9th. We've got Failure, then Zoltan, and then Hardware. And hopefully we can put this one away. We need 1 run, and it's all over. Yeah. Okay, come on, Failure. That's high one. It's a high one. It was a high. Don't swing it. No, just. He's out. Here's Zoltan. 2 walks and a double. That's all he's had to do today. All right, Zoltan. Come on, son. We've been waiting for you to homer this for ages. You know, about 3 games we've been going, Zoltan, he's got a homer at some point. And he hasn't. But he is long overdue. 3 balls, 1 strike. And he gets another walk. Triple walks for Zoltan. All right, well, there's Julius Hardware. And you never know. Do you? I don't. Yeah. All right. These are all coming in a little bit high when they're in the strike zone. Yeah. I'm not stealing. No, it's not worth the risk. Hardware does all the damage. Oh, and an error there gives Julius Hardware a lucky escape, as we now have runners first and second. The second baseman could not hang on to the ball. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, we can't let Veronica go to 2 strikes because she's a whiffer. We've noticed it all game, and that makes it much harder for her to hit anything. Right. Alright. Come on, Veronica. Just don't get everyone out. Back you go, team. That one's not going to land. Yeah. Alright, 2 outs. Runner on second, runner on first. And the hitter who's going to do it all for us here is Gretchen Dawn-Treader. She's not had an awful day. Her batting stats are not terrible. That's it. Way to big her up. Yeah, I know. I don't really want to go to extra innings. But we'll see how we get on. Ball 2. Okay. Gandhi's starting to look a little bit tired already. He's looking very tired. Strike 2. All right, Gretchen. Smash! Good hits. Bases are loaded. All right, who are we relying on now? It's Bernadette Mistakes. It's all right. I like Bernie. She's good. But her confidence is off. They're bringing in Wendy Drugs to try and tidy this one up. Wendy's another starting pitcher. Come on, Bernie. just a little tappity tap there out of centre field would do nicely. Crikey, look at the savage bend on that one. Oh, Bernadette Mistakes has hosed it. Oh dear. And we're going to extra innings. Well, the only thing working in our favour is they have burned through their pitchers as though they go, oh, that's all right, we won't need pitchers for very long. And you look at that now, you kind of go, oh, I really rather wish we hadn't burned through all these pitchers. Whereas Jeff is still fresh enough to possibly get through 1 to 2 innings if he's relatively effective or conservative in his approach to doing so. Cindy, thank you. Throw the first, thank you. Out number 1. Flunkson. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go on. Strike 1. Yep. Strike 2. Nice. One of these has got to work. Maybe this one. Yep. Jeff Conservative making the magic. 2 out. Buck Dungeon's next up. The only thing I'm really afraid of is the home run, because they come out of nowhere, and that's the kind of thing. Well, that's exactly the thing that they want, which is gets them a run. Yeah. You're going to sub Jeff when he's up to bat. Oh, poo. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell. He's next up. Yeah, we might let him to stay in. He's got one more inning left in him, and while I've got plenty of depth in the bullpen, what I don't think I've got is a natural born, definitely going to hit it kind of type, who's sat there hoping for an at bat. Hey, get off! Don't know who you are, but you missed. All right, Jeff Conservative up against Wendy Drugs. He's locked in, which gives him a little bit of an advantage to his batting. We're going to let him play because I want him to keep pitching. Yeah. Yeah. Strike 2. All right. Ball 1. Yeah. Jeff doing all the good moves here. Oh, Jeff! What are you thinking there, Jeff? Yeah. Again, don't claim it. He's flipping pitch. Cindy Vapid is tense. Yeah. Now, if Cindy were to take this one home, she wouldn't be tense anymore. That's strike 2. Come on, Cindy. Oh, wait! What? Where did the ball go? I think that was a change-up. I think it was as well. I think you got suckered by a change-up there. Oh, crumbs. Well, that's all right. 2 outs. Yeah. Come on, Jemima. Come on, Jemima. If any of these go your way, Jemima, just nut it. No, she's gone. It means headbutt, effectively. Yeah? Okay, just so you know. His Ulysses failure is 1 of 5, but that 1 was a home run. We've got 2 outs. Oh, dear. Yeah. Hope you're looking forward to inning number 11. Because as things stand, I can't see how this one is anything other than not what you hope. No, there you go. Failure with a bouncer out to centre field. And that's runners first and second. We still have 2 outs, though. Here's Zoltan. We're still waiting on Zoltan. Waiting on Zoltan is what we're doing. He's had 3 walks today. They're terrified of him. Terrified. Absolutely afeared is what they are. Ball 2. Right. Strike 1. Come on, Zoltan, now. Engage. Zoltan, engage. Zoltan engages. That's going to be good enough. He's hit a double, and that will be the winning run. Phew! Okay. Fly. Hey. Oh, dearie me. Well, we don't go to extra innings very often, and that was suitably exciting. Took us 10 innings to get there, but Zoltan put in a double to finish him off. Oh dear. The win rightly awarded to Jeff Conservative, who did the work there. Des gave up a home run. Oh, Des. And 11 hits in 4 innings. In 6 innings, beg your pardon, whereas Jeff only gave up 3 hits in 4 innings. Yeah. Yes. Well, we shredded their lineup, but that's all good. Zoltan is your player of the day. I guess because he got 2 doubles and 3 walks. Yeah, then Jemima Hertz, who had a home run. Mina Failure, who started strong but could not turn it on towards the end of the game. Oh, what a shame. Okay, we've only got 4 games to watch now, so we'll go through them. We'll go through them casual, like the Nomads taking on Grazer Ridge. Grazer Ridge have been strong for a very long time, but they faded in the last couple of games. Yeah, I know, but maybe, no, there you go. They're good enough to win this one, though. 3-2 final score is not amazing. Lingo Blender taking on Colonel School. Both teams with winning records right now, but neither team would be described as dominant. And it's an evensy kind of a game. They went to 10 innings as well. Colonel School taking it at the last ditch. Port Miggins Pirates 9-15. Oh, against the Sea Raiders, who are 12-11 right now. Are the Port Miggins Pirates capable of more than they've been showing so far? Yes, 12-2 they win now. These results are all over the shop, mate. They're just all over the place. Peninsula Transport taking on the Chroniclers. Muluab the Verbose in action for the Chroniclers today. We'll see if he can make his presence felt, and he does, and they win that one comfortably, 5-3. Bulldozer Power next up against the Steganauts. Ominous Bob's our starting pitcher. Mercifully, we don't have to see it. Let's go. Yeah, simulate that bad boy. We start scoring early. Steganauts pull back though and win it 5-3. Yeah, I thought as much. It's what you get when you start a rubbish pitcher. Yeah, but they only scored later on in the game, which means your reliever is the one that got lit up. Shut your noise. 14 games to play. Let's hit the rapid fire button. Sports Ball Union against the Pathfinders. Pathfinders got nothing to play there. The Beekeepers against the Miners. Beekeepers win it in extra innings 4-2. Medics taking on the Space Agency, an easy win, 2-0. Cheerio Incorporated against the Sunshine Fun Bus. Cheerio hanging on to the lead, and they managed to do so at the end. Budget Roadies against the Ov City Axemen. The Axemen somehow win that despite no longer having any pitchers. Then go Blade against Colonel School in the second game of the series. 9-1. Whoa, big score. Pathfinders against Failurewood Hills. Pathfinders come from behind to light up Failurewood there. Stardozer HR against Peninsula Transport. Stardozer just making a mess of them. Grazer Ridge in action again against the Grunt Auto Group. Grunt win that 2-1. Sea Raiders against the Nomads is a Nomads win. Steganauts in action against the Cheerio Incorporated team. 1-0 Cheerio. Colonel School playing the Wretched Minstrels. 3-1 Minstrels. Minstrels needing a bounce back to repeat their form from earlier in the season. The Picks Creek Miners beat the Beekeepers. The Medics playing the Axemen. And the Axemen have got it. Well, okay, the Axemen still in action. And that shows us everything that we can see. And in the Wood Chipper, Grazer Ridge are ahead with 15 wins. Colonel School second, Colonel Space Agency in third. In the Bombastic, you have 4 teams tied on 14 wins. Then you got the Medics on 13 wins. Then you got Peninsula Transport on 12. It's ridiculously close, stupidly so, one might go as far as to say. Flipping over the conferences into the Bad Company Conference, and the Whoop Whoop division is being led jointly by Sunshine Fun Bus and the Erdmelon Flex Chroniclers. They're only 4 games ahead of the Steganauts. 4 games at this stage of the season is nothing special. In the Sloganator, Cheerio Incorporated have the league's best record, 19-7. They are in the driving seat right now. The Minstrels would be snapping at their heels if they were a little bit closer, but they're not, so they aren't. 15 wins for the Minstrels. At the bottom, you've got the Beekeepers. That's it for me today. We went to extra innings. I won't do a stats roundup. We'll get to that next time around. Bubbly Merchandise will be pitching for us in the next game against the Nomads, who are allegedly extreme speed demons. I bet they are. I hope to see you there. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Cheerio.